Welcome back to Grammar Grade 7. This is Unit 7, Lesson 44, and our whole unit is about clauses and complex sentences. Today we're focusing on the adjective clause, a clause that quietly does the work of a single adjective. It describes a noun and tells us exactly which one we mean. Once you can spot it, you'll start seeing these clauses everywhere. Let's get started. So, what exactly is an adjective clause? An adjective clause is a group of words that describes a noun or a pronoun. Here's the key idea. It works just like a single adjective. Think of a plain adjective, such as tall. Now imagine a whole group of words doing that very same describing job. That's an adjective clause, a clause doing an adjective's job, coloring in a noun with extra detail. Because it is a clause, an adjective clause is a subordinate clause. That means it has its own subject and its own verb, just as a full sentence would. But here's the catch. It cannot stand alone as a sentence. On its own, a group of words like that I read leaves you hanging, waiting for more. So it leans on the main clause to make sense, attaching itself to a noun there. How does an adjective clause usually begin? Most of the time, it opens with a relative pronoun. There are just 5 to keep in mind: who, whom, whose, which, and that. Who, whom, and whose usually point to people. Which and that point to things. And that little starting word does something clever. It ties the clause to its noun, linking the description to whatever it describes. Now, where does an adjective clause sit in a sentence? It follows the noun it describes, tucking in right after it. Listen. The trail that we hiked was steep. The clause that we hiked comes right after the noun trail, and it points back to the trail, telling us exactly which trail. The clause sits right after the noun it modifies, like an arrow you could draw from the clause back to its noun. So always point the clause back to its noun. Let's watch one closely. The book that I read was thrilling. Which book was thrilling? The one that I read. The clause that I read describes the noun book, telling us exactly which book we mean. And notice how the clause begins, with the relative pronoun that, starting the clause and hooking it firmly onto book. Sometimes the clause slips right into the middle of the sentence. Maria, who won the prize, smiled. Here, the whole clause, who won the prize, describes Maria. It gives us more about her. If we bracket that adjective clause, you can see it clearly as one unit. Notice that the clause can split the sentence in two, and that's perfectly fine, because it's still just describing the noun Maria. Here's a quick extra. An adjective clause doesn't always start with a relative pronoun. Sometimes it begins with where or when. Listen. The park where we play is nearby. The clause where we play describes the noun park. It tells us which park. And here, the day when school starts is Monday. The clause when school starts describes the noun day. So where and when can open an adjective clause too, as long as the clause is describing a noun. Let's turn all of this into a quick check. First, find a group of words that has a subject and a verb. Second, does it start with a relative pronoun like who, which, or that? Third, does it describe the noun right before it? If you can say yes to all 3, then it's an adjective clause. Let's practice a few together. Time to practice. In this first set, read each sentence and pick out the adjective clause, the group of words that describes a noun. Pause the video and choose before I reveal the answer. The song that she wrote became a hit. Which group of words is the adjective clause? Look for a subject and a verb that describe a noun. That she wrote has the subject she and the verb wrote, and it describes the noun song, telling which song. So the answer is that she wrote. Students who study daily often improve. Where's the adjective clause? Who study daily begins with the relative pronoun who, and it describes the noun students, telling which students. So the answer is who study daily. The house where my grandmother lives is old. Find the clause that describes a noun. Where my grandmother lives describes the noun house. It tells us which house. Remember, an adjective clause can start with where. So the answer is where my grandmother lives. In this second set, each sentence has an adjective clause, and I want you to name the noun it describes. Watch out for nouns that sit inside the clause itself. Pause and choose before I answer. The teacher who grades our essays is kind. The adjective clause is who grades our essays. Which noun does it describe? It points back to the teacher, telling us which teacher. Be careful not to pick essays, which just sits inside the clause, so the answer is teacher. I kept the letter that my friend sent. The clause that my friend sent describes a noun. Which one? The letter. It tells which letter I kept. Friend sits inside the clause, so it isn't the answer. So the answer is letter. We visited the city that hosts the fair. The adjective clause is that hosts the fair. Which noun does it describe? The city, telling us which city we visited. Fair is inside the clause itself, so it's not the answer. So the answer is city. Let's gather up what we learned. An adjective clause is a subordinate clause that describes a noun or a pronoun, doing the same job a single adjective does. It has its own subject and verb, but it cannot stand alone. And it follows the noun it modifies, pointing right back to it. And it usually begins with a relative pronoun, one of who, whom, whose, which, or that. The where and when can start one too. Find the noun, find the clause that describes it, and you've got it. Wonderful work today in Unit 7, Lesson 44. I'll see you in the next lesson.